Hey guys, I'm back, and today I have a new custom LEGO minifigure showcase video. Today I have my two custom LEGO minifigures from the Broadway musical Dear Evan Hansen, and this is one of my favorite musicals of all time. It is a very soulful musical. It tackles mental illness, depression, anxiety, everything, lots of stuff that I've had to deal with. And I have made two characters from it. I will make the rest of the cast eventually. But right now I have two characters from it. I have Evan Hansen, hang on one second. I have Evan Hansen and Alana Beck. And yeah, so just a little background. I love this musical. It's not my favorite musical. It is one of my favorite musicals. And it's just a really important show that I think if you have the chance to see it, I think you should see it. So yeah. It's really relevant. Lots of plays these days are relevant, and I think that's really important that we have these conversations. It might be a tough conversation, but I think it's a really important conversation. And not to mention, the music in this show is just phenomenal. So, with that said, let's just take a look at these two custom figures. So here is our main protagonist, Evan Hansen. He is a unique character in the show. He's the guy who instigates the whole Connor project. I don't want to go into spoilers, but he's one of the most important characters in the show. And this is a really simple figure. Basically, it's just 100% hand painted, even the eyes this time. And yeah, starting from the head down, like we usually do. I used a Mutt Williams hairpiece for this. No modifications for the hairpiece. The face is 100% hand painted to match Ben Platt's likeness. I used MGF's face painting tutorial for this, so go check out his face painting tutorial. I will put a link to it right there, and I will link it down in the description below. So please go check that out. It's a really helpful tutorial. And yeah, so the torso is just painted to look like Evan's blue striped shirt. And very simple. That sleeve, really simple. Painted the arms up in a flesh color. And this arm is actually the standout of the figure, and I really like this arm. This is an arm from Crazy Bricks. The same place where I got my arms for my Pulp Fiction figures. The same place I got these arms and this afro piece. So they make these really cool custom LEGO pieces. So I hopped on Crazy Bricks. Actually, I did not make an order for this. I actually got that arm when I ordered these arms for my Pulp Fiction figures. So that arm is just from Crazy Bricks, and I painted it up, and I sculpted the transition, like to make a smoother transition between the hand and the arm. So I sculpted a little ring around the wrist to make it like that, to make it smoother. And basically how Crazy Bricks arms work here, and I will cut to a I'll cut to a different part, but basically there's a peg that goes in the torso, and then the arm goes into that peg, so I will show you that right now. So here is the peg that goes into the arm, that goes into the leg socket, so you put it in there, and then you put the torso just on there like that, and then this arm just pegs in real nice and easy, like right there. So yeah, that is how Crazy Bricks arms, and that's out of focus, Jesus Christ. That is how Crazy Bricks arms work. Really easy, really simple. So yeah, the shirt was just painted in the blue color, and I did a navy blue paint job for the collar, and again the cast white hand, and then I just painted the cast white, and I painted Connor on there because if you know, Connor signs his cast before he kills himself. So yeah. It took a long time, and the legs I just painted in a khaki color. I did paint the shoes, the New Balance shoes right there. The reason I took such attention to detail for the shoes is because I'm not lying. I actually had the exact same New Balance shoes when I was like 10. I had those exact same white and light gray shoes. I think no, not 10. I was like 6 actually. I think those were my first shoes where No, those are my first, I don't even know, not my first shoes, but you know what I mean. You don't know what I mean, but I don't even know what I mean. But anyways, those are like a really early pair of shoes of mine. So I was like, hey, I actually had those exact shoes. So, yeah. Really simple figure, but I think I think this is actually one of my favorite figures of the year that I've made so far. So, yeah, let's move on to Alana Beck. Here is Alana Beck, Connor Project Co-President, Associate Treasurer, Media Consultant, Chief Technology Officer, and Assistant Creative Director / Public Policy Director, and creative public policy initiatives for the Connor Project. Sorry, that was a mouthful. I took a little bit to memorize that.
And yeah, so here's Alana Beck, one of my favorite characters and a character that I relate to one of the most to in Dear Evan Hansen. This was a very simple figure. Like most of my figures, actually, most of these figures that I'm making for these musicals are very simple. But yeah, the one simple thing on her was the shirt. But let's start from the head down like we always do. The hair was a LEGO Friends hairpiece that I don't really know where I got it. I think I ordered it off of Bricklink. And the face was I think this was a Don Cheadle face from a War Machine. Hang on, let's see. Yes, it was. It was a Don Cheadle War Machine head. So I repainted everything on there. And yeah, I think I captured a really good likeness to Crystal and Lloyd, who played her in the original Broadway cast. Oh yeah, by the way, all of these are from the original Broadway cast. And then I painted the skin tone right there, and all over her hands, and all over her legs. Sorry, her hands are the black Lego plastic. And the shirt was I'm actually really happy with how I got this shirt. I painted this white, and white paint usually never likes to cooperate, but I actually got it to work this time, so that was really cool. And as you can see, I painted all the roses and everything, all the roses and stuff on her shirt. And then I did her, sort of denim jean jacket, but it's a little lighter color, which I noticed in the show. And I painted her, little tiny detail here, I almost forgot this, I painted her pin that she has for the Connor project on her thing. I was going to try and paint a little tiny, flesh dot to represent Connor's face, but then I just decided to skip on it. So, yeah, everything's pretty simple on this figure. The buttons are actually not black, they are a a rust color, like a copper color, the same color I used on my Mandalorian figure. So yeah, and then the skirt I made out of fabric, the same type of fabric I used for, don't really have an example, never mind. Yeah, very simple skirt. What I did was I cut out 2 pieces of fabric and glued them to the front there and there to represent the the pockets that she has, and I think they turned out really well. And then I painted all those dots that go all the way around the back of the skirt, all those gold dots to represent her little little things on her skirt. And yeah, then the shoes were just regular. I guess she wears like Converse shoes, so yeah, I painted those on there. Turned out pretty well. And yeah, one notable thing is I painted glasses. Glasses are a pain in the ass to paint. I hate painting glasses, but I think they turned out really well on Alana. So yeah, that pretty much does it for this custom LEGO minifigure showcase. Let's just go and wrap this up. So that's it for my Dear Evan Hansen minifigures. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is a really important showcase for me, and yeah, just election day is coming up, so make sure to vote. And thank you guys so much for watching my video. I'm very proud of these figures. Evan is definitely making it into my top 10 of the year. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye.